So, fascism is a far-right ideology. However, it is informed by like a skeleton, a worldview, a fundamental worldview, and a fundamental set of behaviors in the individuals that like propagate it. That and our traits are far right, but what I'm trying to say is somebody can have all traits, and somebody could have all these traits and like on the surface identify as any political anything. These are like reactionary traits, these are bigoted traits, these are narcissistic, violent. These are all right-wing traits, and you especially find them in right-wing people, but you can find these traits in anybody regardless of what political ideology they identify with. And this is the problem, is they bring lower that ideology. Now, so for example, like fascism is awful. I am sure there are some people out there who could just be extremely misled. Like propaganda is really thick. You have to understand that propaganda isn't even just visual things like a billboard or ads you get every 10 seconds on your phone. Propaganda is everywhere. And but so like you could have a person who identifies with fascism, but who at their core is not a bad person. Now, this is extremely rare. I have yet to meet one of these people, but I'm sure not. You might have maybe 10 bad traits, but not all 15 or like what the fuck ever. Like I'm not gonna like lay it out right here right now. That's a like sit down and think about it and write about it kind of thing. But maybe you have someone who is really narcissistic, but not really like actively violent. Like, I don't know. But maybe foreseeably there is someone who is like actually a decent person and has just been extremely misled and identifies with fascism. It's like they would probably be like, oh, my movement is brought down by all these people who act shitty, and it's like 90 or more of like identify with that. And those numbers aren't so severe in other ideologies, especially as you move further left, but it's like there are still people who identify with leftist ideologies who are just shitty people. And, that's just, of course, because they're humans, everybody is kind of shitty just by default, like 2020 Earth, and varying degrees, of course, and it's a spectrum. Wait, where do I need to go? Okay, still recording, right? Gangsta. Okay. You're right. I probably shouldn't just like have a phone while somebody's passing me. Nice. Why have I been seeing the flag of Maryland so much lately? Like, I don't know. That's just kind of weird. Or maybe it's like it's just because I know what it looks like now, so I'm just like it's always been there, and I'm just now seeing it. Metaphor. See, I don't even do half of this fucking work, Should I just stop the video now? Do I need to fucking ramble? Let's push it to 10 minutes. Let's go. Yeah, that's why, like, there is less and less of these type of traits the further you go left, so, and it's like, but yeah, that's why, I ramble about woke scolds all the time, and, there's people on, it's like the libertarian left has all these woke scolds, and then the authoritarian right has all these people who, like, yeah, like, have all those traits too, and they're just, like, mad, and they just want to have, like, a righteous, that's what woke scolds do, too. Like, a little bit less lamely, like, or a little bit more lamely, excuse me. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, being a woke scold is all about, like, I mean, you have genuine hurt. Like, everybody, even regardless if they're a shitty person, like, people have genuine grievances. You know, maybe not everything that they're saying, but, like, maybe not anything that they're saying. Like, you know, like, who's a piece of shit? Like, okay, take Donald Trump. So, like, I'm sure Donald Trump has genuine grievances. They're probably nothing that he himself, like, if you were just like, hey, Donnie, buddy, like, what's been happening, man? Talk to me. I'm your pal. Like, hit me up. Like, give me the grievances. And he would probably say some shit like, you know, about his fucking, like, I don't know, his wife doesn't throw back on him, so he can only rape her now, and which he's fine with, but, you know, it's kind of inconvenient because, like, the crying is really annoying or something. Like, I don't know what he would fucking complain about. But, you know, I could probably ascribe some complaints, some genuine complaints to him, like, you were raised in total sociopathy. Like, you know, that really sucks to be a kid and just be like, from birth, you are amongst the most sociopathic people ever. Like, your family, your immediate family, and then, like, you know, people that your peers, like, people you grew up with in childhood, like your schoolmates, like, you know, your friends, and then your coworkers, of course, just being in that environment, like, you know, like, what's another, like, yeah, and then it fucked him up. He's fucking, like, look, like, if I were Donald Trump, I'd be like, damn, my life has been ruined because, look, I'm a fucking, like, retarded, evil piece of shit, and, like, you know, it didn't have to be that way, you know. That's a fundamental thing about all people. I don't even remember what I was fucking rambling about. We're just, we're going to Yeehaw Town tonight, boys. See how big my head is? It's not that I have, like, little twig arms. I mean, I'm definitely not, like, as... I want to be buffer, you know, but I'm, you know, like, self-sufficiently fit. Like, it's not like I would get winded if I, like, had to run up and down a couple flights of stairs or, like, shit like that, you know. I mean, I hate, like, restaurant work because it's, like, just enough to wear you out, but it's not like you're getting any exercise. Like, I really haven't worked out, like, hardly ever, like, in the past year, I would say. Been very little. Well, that's also because a lot of shit has been happening, and it's definitely been a lot on my plate, but also just in general, like, but, oh no, I just have a really big head. Like, people don't believe me, but it's like, I want to cut my hair short. I low-key want to cut my hair short. Like, I think I would like to cut it, like, all the way short and then grow it back out to medium, and then maybe grow it back out to long, or, like, I mean, like, whatever. I have, like, I hope at least a couple more decades to live. Yeah, I got a big old fucking head, which is great. It's like a great weapon for me in combat. Like, I've headbutted people, nothing like crazy, no, like, super awesome, like, oh, and, like, you know, you see, like, blood, like, and someone gets knocked out. No, nothing like that. But I've definitely, like, done little headbutts on people, and, like, it's great because, like, I feel like I think I just have a thick skull. Like, it's not like I'm saying I have a big brain or anything. Like, I probably have a skull like this thick, but it's great. I mean, like, I remember one time there was these two bullies in, like, 7th grade, and okay, this is what I fucking hate about bullying in modern days, because it's like bullying on TV. It's like it's stuck like 50 years in the past. Like, dude, nobody's getting swirlies, nobody's getting shoved into lockers. Like, that shit doesn't fucking happen. That's not. I mean, like, I'm not saying never, but it's like, that doesn't fucking happen, because that's so easy to call. And this whole anti-bullying, like, campaign thing, it's just like people think that as soon as the overt thing is solved, the issue is solved. And it's like the same thing with racism. It's the same thing with, like, homophobia or what have you. It's like, yeah, it's like, it's not publicly acceptable to just walk around saying the hard word. I mean, like, you know, small communities. I'm sure you would agree with me, in most of America, it is mildly distasteful to do that, what I would say the standard. And you know, you might even look out and actually have some people be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that's great. Like, we need more of that. We need more people saying what the fuck is wrong with you on the overt things too. But like also the low-key things. That's the problem. It's the low-key shit. When you like tackle the overt, they just get more subtle about it. And it's the same fucking thing with bullying. And it's like this kind of bullying has been around like probably forever. It's not like we invented it in the last 50 years or whatever, but I hate the subtle low-key shit. It's like the worst thing ever. And you're a fucking coward. I mean, like, physical bullies are cowards because they go after people who are like physically weaker than them. But so are these people. They're fucking cowards. They're just like, they're being so like plausibly denial about it. And it's like that crazy making gaslighting shit. It's like, now thread the needle. Don't be so oversensitive that you think people are bullying you or being mean to you just when they might have like said something by accident, or you know, just maybe they're... One thing that I always look at, even if people are like pretty obviously like a piece of shit to me or something, to a certain degree, would be like, I want to look at how you treat other people. I mean, that's the thing with people. It's not how they even necessarily treat you. It's who do they treat the most vulnerable person in their life. That's why you have people like, you'll have like some celebrity or politician or big boss or something that is like, oh, like their media presence, they just look like such a nice, cool guy or gal, and then it's like you hear about like people who work for them and they're like, oh my god, no, they're the fucking biggest asshole ever. They're a piece of shit. They treat me like I'm subhuman. And it's like, because they can get away with it. You don't, like, people don't be a piece of shit to people of equal power than them because they fear that. You know, it's not like, you know, since we already brought up Orange Man Bad, like, you know, it's not like Donald Trump would, like, talk shit to some, like, he's not gonna talk shit to, like, Jeff Beezy boy, or, did I say chef, dumb shit, haha, got him, no, or just like someone that the American government like relies on, like, I don't know, a military contractor. It's like, you know, he comes as like, oh, I'm this anti-establishment, like whatever, and the dumbasses buy it, but it's like, no, he's fucking not. Like, he only, you know, shitty people just do what they think they can get away with, you know? It's like, I don't want to make too many contemporary references. I want this to be timeless. I don't remember what I was saying. Fuck. Where I got 23 miles. This video is at 12 minutes. Man, I don't want to go to fucking work. I only got like almost 2 weeks left at PT's, and I'm fucking done. And fucking thank God, I'm so sick of this place. People are shitty. That's just kind of I guess that's just kind of the tone of like all content I make. Subtle shit. Oh, so like I headbutted someone and it was like great because I was actually so thankful for that, because it's like I love when things are like overt, because then it's like you can do it back. But when shit is subtle and it's real shit and it's real subtle, it's like you can't lash out at them and you can't give them their just desserts, because then people will be like, whoa man, why are you being crazy? Because you're acting overt. It's like, if someone is low-key bullying you and then you just walk up and you punch them, they might sure as fuck deserve that and a whole lot more, and like kudos to you for doing that. But I'm just to let you know, you're gonna be, you're gonna come out as the bad guy, because people are fucking stupid, and they would only think that was warranted if so-and-so shoved you in a locker or gave you a swirly or whatever the fuck. And it's like, even when physical bullying happens or used to happen, it's always usually like away from prying eyes, or it's just in like, yeah, it's just like fucking cockheads who think that they can get away with it because they're hot shit. But anyways, so like I remember I was leaving gym once, like leaving the locker room, and it was pretty empty. It was in like a hallway. I don't really think there was anyone there. I mean, it's not like people were far away, like other people were probably just like a room away. Like, and it was just like a transit room, like we were probably only gonna be there for like a minute, but there was these two fucking douchebags, and I like hated them, and they were like low-key shitty to me. I wasn't like their prime target, but they were in the amorphous blob of popular kids who, some of which were my prime nemesis. See, no, nemesis implies that they're like worthy, that they're like a peer. These people aren't nemesises, they're fucking ankle biters. They're fucking bucket crabs. Yeah, they're fucking cowards. Like, sorry, there was a cop. Dude, fuck you if you drive a Charger. You make people's stomach drop when you are fucking being an asshole and like zooming up everywhere, and you're like, you drive up in a Charger behind someone like going fucking 20 over the limit just because you're being an asshole and driving super fast. And that's fine. Like, sometimes I gotta drive super fast, like, you know, and, but if you're doing a Charger, it's like, I look up at the mirror and I'm like, and my, like, stomach fucking drops, and that's me. It's like, imagine, you know, like, other people, too, but, like, you know, like, I see someone zoom up behind me, even if it's just the idea of, like, oh, God, I'm about to get a ticket. Like, it's like, I don't see a police car in fear for my life, obviously. Like, I can talk my way out of pretty much anything. Well, and it helps that I'm, like, smart. But, you know, like, also, like, I have the, you know, being white thing that makes it a little easier to, they're willing to listen to my slippery lies. That's it. They're more charitable. That's the thing, you know. And, you know, if I was dumb shit, like, it's not like I would get away with it, but I would get away with more, probably. I don't fear for my life when I see cops, but just the idea of, like, fuck, I'm about to get a ticket, like, that's, like, the worst feeling, man. And it's just fucking uncomfortable, and it throws your whole day off, and, like, just because cops are fucking assholes. Like, even if cops didn't, like, fucking kill black people and poor people and mentally ill people and dogs and shit, like, and Latinos and et cetera, they're still just, like, fucking assholes. I get not 100% of every single cop walking around is, like, a guaranteed dickhead to everybody, but, like, it's definitely the classic edition cop, the standard, the factory issue. Anyways, how fast am I supposed to be going? Yeah, see a thing. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but like one of these douchebags, he like grabbed me from behind, and like I reacted pretty quickly, like within 5-ish seconds. Like, I don't know if they were planning on punching me or whatever, like in hindsight, but this dude who is not my friend, who like I've interacted with directly, like very little, you know, and another person who I can say the exact same about, like, who was kind of like around the perimeter, like kind of like approaching too, with this other guy behind me who just like grabs me, like, you know, like arms under my armpits, like kind of like full Nelson, I guess, I don't know, but I just popped him in the fucking nose, or like kind of like the nose forehead like area, and he let go of me, and like I don't think anything was said, and then I just like left. I mean, that's probably one of my like I'm, you know, like, that was cool, like I would love to do that again and again. Like, and yeah, it didn't hurt me at all. Well, and you know, the front of, and that was with the back of my head, the front of my head is even thicker, like, you know, like I got like 6 inches on this baby, and I would fucking love to pop someone like that. I don't know if I've done that, maybe like playfully. I don't have another like super strong, I think there was one other time that I headbutted someone. I think I might have headbutted my best friend's older brother when we were kind of like fighting around, and that was also cool too, because that guy was like, well, I mean, like, he was going easy on me. He was going like, I'm gonna bully this kid, and I was going, I'm going to physically hurt you as much as I possibly can. Not like 100%, I wasn't going 100%, but I was definitely like, I plan on hurting you, where he was more like, he was probably like the type that he was like, he just wanted to twist my arm back, like, until I was like, ow, 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 stop, please, 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 you know. Whereas like, I was like, probably like a minute away from like, I want to put my, okay, I'll just tell you the whole story. I'm gonna put my fucking thumbs in your eyes. Like, I didn't do that, but like, it was kind of like wrestling almost, and he was just, yeah, like probably trying to like cause me pain or whatever. But I remember, like, he was kind of grabbing me, and I like threw my body back into him, and he like hit the stair railings, and then I popped him with my head again. It was like kind of like the same thing. And then, and you know, it was the fight overall, and it's like hard to call that a fight. It was like you know, it was moderate energy. It was like 80%, you know. And it's like, but the fight was not going favorable for me. So when I got loose at one point, and I ran into my parents' bedroom, and my dad had an AK-47 under the bed that was, I don't remember if he kept it loaded or not, but, and I didn't know how to, like, you know, and like turn the safety off or anything, but that's still like extremely fucking dangerous. I run out of the room with this AK-47, and this was in like 7th grade, I think. I think the previous, or maybe 8th grade or 9th grade. The previous story was like a year or two before that. But, and then, the brother dude, he was like, he left. He fucking left. Oh, for some, also before he was like harassing me and then like physically trying to like cause me pain. Just for reference, we were buying weed from him because it was the like one party that I can like call a party that I've thrown. I mean, there were like 6 other people there. It was like my going away party, I think. Oh, so this would have been like 9th grade. Okay. Right? Yeah. Because we were buying weed from him. First of all, he overcharged us, which I didn't even realize until like I actually started buying weed. But you know, it was like 1 or 2 grams, and it was like, it was a fuckload of money. It was like either heavy 2 digits, like 60. It was like somewhere between like $60 and $120. Like I don't remember that well, but it was definitely like way a lot. Like, and we like all pulled money together for this. I mean, like it doesn't matter. We got high as shit on like some like little pinch of like fucking mids, because you know we're in like middle school or whatever. It's not like that was the first time any of us had smoked weed, but you know, you just like, I think. I'm sure maybe one person there, I have no fucking idea. This is not important. So anyways, he did that. At some point, he slapped me just like across the face, like pretty hard, like 70-80%, like laughing and like making fun of me or whatever. So like, anyways, so then like I run out, and I'm fucking pissed at this dude. And then so after like the fight, and then like I run and I grab this AK and I point it at him, and I like, you know, it at him. I like kind of like jut it at him, and I don't remember if I like said anything. Probably just like get out, like, or something, or like I have no idea. But I do remember, and I don't remember what he might have said, but I do remember that he still had that like stupid grin on his face that he has when he's like bullying you. But there was like a little bit in his eyes, and of like, oh wait, shit, this guy's like pointing a gun at me, you know, and like and you know, he's like, oh, bro, chill. But he started backing away, and he got in his car, and he fucking left. Even though I had been telling him to leave for like the past 30 minutes, he sure fucking left when I pointed a gun at him. Yeah, I want more shit like that. That feels nice. See, fuck, like, revenge does feel good. Well, that's not even revenge. That's because it's happening in the moment. But see, that's the thing. You can't get revenge, or you can't, like, do in the moment shit when it's the subtle shit. Because it's like, to get back at them, you would have to play their stupid game, and that stupid game is sociopathic and exhausting. Like, I don't want to, like, be fake back to you and, like, make slights and, like faces at you, or, like, try and, like, establish rapport with other people so I can talk shit about it. Like, that's so fucking exhausting. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to pop you in the face, because that's what you deserve. I'm not going to, like, play your stupid fucking rules, man. Fuck you, man. And, like, or girl, like, I mean, like, guys and girls do this a lot. I mean, like, people would think it'd be stereotypically a girl thing, and, like, I don't know if I can confirm or deny that, but what I can say is I know plenty of fucking dudes who do this shit. Like, it's fucking annoying, it's fucking cowardly, and, because, yeah, it'd just be so much easier to just point a gun. But, yeah, then it's like, then again, and then they're also shitty, because then they have to put you in revenge territory, where it has to be, like, a premeditated thing. It's like, you know, there was this one guy who did shit like this to me, and this is years later. This is when I was, like, 18, 19, maybe even 20, I don't know, probably not older than that, I don't think, but there's a guy who's doing this shit like that, and then, like, I had to, like, he just one too many times, like, one day, and, so, like, after work, I, like, put on a disguise in my car, basically, like, low crawled in the, like, driveway where we all park. It's kind of like far away from the building, not that far away, but and there was enough car cover that I wasn't, like, really seen, but there's, like, a camera on a building right next to it, so that's why I was, like, being subtle. And I had, like, a knife in my car, which I lost. Like, I don't know where that damn knife went. I haven't seen it in so long. And I stuck his tires and shit, and I think he suspected me, you know, And like he was standing next to me, and he was kind of talking to me. He was kind of talking to like the open air, and he was like, "Oh man, whoever." And I think this might have been like the day after, or whatever. And he was like, "Oh man, whoever did that was such a bitch. Like that's such a bitch thing to do. It must have been my ex-girlfriend or something, cause that's a bitch thing to do. Like calling women, like calling it womanly, you know." And I was just like, dude, no, because listen. Like, I would love to fight this fucker, but I'm not getting, but like, I mean, like, now I don't care about my job, I'm quitting in 2 weeks. I mean, like, I still don't want to get in a fight because I want to use it for a reference. It's like, I care about my life. Like, even though, like, I hate some fucking, I guess there's not really anybody at my work right now. Oh, hey, man, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Fuck you. Fucking asshole. I don't care if there's a fucking U-Haul that you don't gotta fucking, I was right fucking next to you, you fucking dipshit. Fucking check your mirrors. I don't need to get that angry. I'm getting past this motherfucker. Okay, hold on. God. I mean, it's fine. He probably is just texting and driving or some shit like I do all the fucking time. Who am I to speak? You're a trucker, you've probably been up for like 3 days getting paid shit on fucking meth. Like, it's, I'm not even saying that mean. Like, I am genuinely saying, like, I don't know why. I know like several of my peers that want to be truckers, and I'm like, dude, do you have any idea how fucking miserable that must be? I mean, like, if you like sitting and like maybe listening to music or whatever, like, sure, but it's just like, I can't see anybody that even has a proclivity towards that, like, being okay with doing that for the equivalent of like hundreds of hours a year. Like, I don't know how much fucking truckers work, but probably a fucking lot. Like, I have no idea. I don't know how much they get paid, but I'm sure it's not enough. Even if you get paid a shitload, it's like just doing that, like, fuck. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, long drives can be like therapeutic, they can be like enlightening, they can be challenging in like a good and a bad way. But I would argue even the bad way can be a good way, you know, if you like push to evolve and shit. But yeah, not doing it as a job, not like doing it like all day long for like several days at a time. Like, I don't even know how long. Anyways, I don't fucking care. What was I fucking talking about? I don't fucking remember. Got 6 miles, turn 415. Man, fuck my job. Oh, but so like I stuck his tires, and it's like he was trying to call that bitch thing, and I'm like, bro, how you fucking been acting forever as a bitch thing, and I'm not gonna fucking get fired to fight you first, because like, yeah, you're never gonna just like punch me and give me an excuse to punch you back. You're gonna, and that's also why I fucking hate like so many schools, like at least when I was like a senior, like I know they made, or a junior or something, they made it a policy that like, if you get, and like I wasn't getting in fights at this point in my life, but I was still like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, if two people get in a fight, regardless of who starts it, they both basically get expelled or like whatever severe punishment. I'm like, that is so bullshit. Like, basically, if someone hits you, you better just like let them keep hitting you, or you're probably gonna get expelled. Like, if you fight back, or like some people have made it sound like even if you were just like hit, I doubt that. Like, but basically no fighting back. That's such bullshit, bro. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Like, so like, who knows? Maybe if he did punch me and I punched him back, like maybe I would have gotten fired. Like, I have no idea. I would like to think not, but you know, the almighty dollar or whatever, I have no fucking idea. But it's just like, dude, I would fucking love to mess your shit up. He's fucking out of shape like motherfucker too. Like, no hate like on if you're out of shape, but it's just like, dude, don't come up on me calling me a fucking pussy. Like, you fucking had this coming. He was like calling me a fag behind my back. He was like always just like treating me like I was like stupid and beneath him, which is not like particular to him, but like, you know, like he went the extra mile, and to make it clear, and just like being a fucking fake out. And it's funny too, because this dude wanted to ride my dick so fucking bad. Like, he would give me his phone number all the time. Like, he gave his at least twice. Okay, maybe not all the time, but he at least gave me his phone number twice. Like, wanting to like rap together. He was a rapper. Like, I don't think I've ever heard his shit, but, like, he was a rapper. And, like, I was actually, like, sure, fine, okay. Like, this is before I had a bad opinion of him. I was still, like, before I, like, disliked him for being a bad person, I was still kind of, like, I mean, you're kind of dumb, but, like, you know, it's, like, at this point, like, I would almost, like, feature with anybody, but it's, like, this is the problem. People, like, are so fucking hamster-brained that, like, and I'm not even just talking about this guy, I'm talking about, like, other people, too. People are so fucking hamster-brained that they'll be like, bro, let's put in the work, let's go, let's make shit together, and I'm like, cool, man, that sounds great, and then I, like, don't work on their time, and so they get slighted, and it's like, dude, sometimes I just won't be online, or, like, for example, because I've had people message me online, and it's like, you can tell people, like, drop it because I didn't, like, and it's like, dude, like, I'm busy right now, like, so I'm like, 2 days later, I message him, and it's like, what, do you want me to be your fucking, like, mom? Do you want me to be your girlfriend and, like, text you every 15 minutes and be like, hey, I'm still on, just so you know. It's like, I'm like, stop taking it so, like, this is being oversensitive. Like, when you, like, think that, like, it's like, I will literally just not even ignore people. Like, I'm not purposefully ignoring people, but it's just like, I'm doing something. It's like, maybe I go on SoundCloud for 15 minutes to post a song, but I'm not even checking my notifications. I'm not on SoundCloud like you motherfuckers on there for hours and hours and hours, like, sucking people's dicks, trying to fucking, like, get a collab or some shit. It's just like, if you want to collab with me, no matter your skill level, that's awesome. Let's fucking go. Like, I don't care. That's great. But, like, just be a fucking normal person. I don't know what to fucking say. Like, this is not just SoundCloud. It's like, you can tell people get salty when they can tell you've been on an app or you've been on your phone or whatever and that you didn't message them. And I'm like, I'm not ignoring you. Like, I'm literally just like, just because I get on Facebook doesn't mean that, and post a status, doesn't mean I'm on there for longer than 5 minutes to post that status. Like, I'm not there to check all my fucking notifications and shit, man. Like, people, like, get, like, upset about shit. It's so annoying. But yeah, so, like, he gave me his phone number twice, and both times I wasn't, like, purposefully, like, crumpling it up like, hey, no thanks, kid. But it's just like, yeah, it wasn't my top priority. I had a lot of shit to do, and it's like, if you're down to do it today, why can't you be down to do it in a week or a month? Like, why is it gotta be, like, and, like, you can tell he was low-key salty about it, because it was, like, right after he perceived that I snubbed him, that's when he started, like, okay, when he called me a fag, it's like, it's when I was trying to tell people that I was rapping, and so, like, someone told me to write it, so I wrote Kig V2, like, K-I-G V2, that's my rapper name, and he put fag V2, and it's like, get it? Because there's a G at the end. Those totally rhyme. Like, come on, dude. Like, I could, like, say bitch V2 or something. Like, at least that sounds similar, but it's just like, you fucking shoehorn that shit in, dude. Like, but, and of course I was still, like, angry, because, like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck is your issue? Like, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't mad, but it's just like, dude, you're the one being a fucking bitch. You get offended because you perceive that I snubbed you when you literally mistreat me all the time, and I would have had any fucking reason to snub you. And then, like, that's the other thing too. Maybe I'm not actively snubbing you, but it's like, subconsciously, can you really expect me to be excited to work with you? That's the thing too. These people are fucking conceited. They're just like, I'm going to let you ride my dick. Like, I deign to allow you to ride my dick.
In half
like,
a mile, slight left.
Like, they don't look at it as, like, a collab. Like, this guy was probably, like, basically, like, looking at it as, like, oh, I'm putting this kid on. Like, I don't even know why. I'll probably regret, like, doing this. And it's just like, dude, like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, at the point of this happening, I wasn't the best rapper. And I'm still not the best rapper. And I always strive to be the best rapper. But it's like,
slight left.
I was, you know, this was, like, it's not like I had the best, but it's like, I can look at my old shit, and even the stuff that it just winces and just, like, doesn't, like, sound good, you know, because I have, like, bad flow.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-140.
Like, because I have bad flow, or because my word choices are just, like, the things I say are just fucking, like, not doing it, and, or, like, whatever. It's like, I can still see the, like, effort and the potential, you know, where you have fuckers like this who have just, like, not evolved in the last 2 years, besides, like, hopped on to the newest, most popular flow. It's like, whoa, you can do a triplet flow? Damn, man, you sound fire. Like, okay. And then,
continue for 19 miles.
Like, nice big number, don't gotta hear this motherfucker. This is the salty stream. Oh boy, we so salty. Oh boy. No, but yeah, these people, that's why they get so mad, because they're like, because they figure that like within 10 minutes of them like giving you their number or messaging you on whatever app or texting you or whatever, that you're supposed to be like, oh my god, yes, please, I'll do anything. I'll pay for your fucking gas to drive to wherever. Like, I'll fucking, like, let me buy the beat. Like, you choose the beat, but let me buy the beat, or like some shit. Like, I have no fucking idea what they're thinking is gonna happen, but it's just like, you can tell these motherfuckers got a superiority complex that they know deep down in their heart is completely unfounded, and that's why they're so deeply insecure, and that's why they bully other people. That is literally what bullies do. You know, it's like I'm pretty insecure about a lot of stuff, but at least I don't gotta fucking bully people to make myself feel better. I can make myself feel better on my own accord. I don't need to like compare myself to anybody. Like, I don't gotta be like oh, here, wait, somebody's calling me. Okay, bye. But yeah, bro, like, I don't gotta fucking, like, okay, so, like, I have I don't always like my voice, and I'm getting a lot better about that. I kind of just don't care, and I'm kind of just appreciated for being, like, different, you know? I'm a kind of guy who appreciates different anyways, and it's like, sure, maybe I don't sound like, you know, your typical, like, deep, like, husky or whatever. It's like, that's fine. I'm here for it, you know? Like, I want to, like, be exactly like I, like, and, like, you know, and I hear myself, like, for example, rapping, or I'm kind of cool and like provide that sound. Kind of only sometimes I get really annoyed. I especially get myself talk, but I'm cool with hearing myself rap. Well, sometimes again, like sometimes that's just like a mixing and mastering. Like, I can't figure it out. Like, I think just treble or something at this point, like, makes my ears hurt or something. And, like, anytime I hear, like, high treble, like, not even in my own music, but, like, in, like, songs that I know are, like, reasonably well mixed, like, at the very least, like, I'm still just like, ow, that hurts my ears. Or maybe it's my car speaker, because, like, some songs I hear sound great in my headphones, but then my car speaker, but I, like, can't tell because, well, I don't have access to a lot of other car speakers, so, like, I don't know. But, yeah, like, man, people are just fucking pathetic, man. Like, why you gotta, like, just because I feel insecure about my voice, like, I don't gotta fucking put down other people. I guess maybe I put down fascist, full circle. You know, but even then, no. Like, I try and extend empathy, like, a lot more than these motherfuckers deserve, that's for sure. And it's like, at least I'm, like, mad at people for, like, their beliefs. And, you know, like, yeah, we're all, like, product of our environment, yada, yada, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, you gotta, like, we gotta expect something. We can't let that be the final say. So it's like, okay, yes, we're all the product of our environment, yada, yada, comma, however, you should fucking try. You should use whatever amount of willpower you have to either do better or to build that willpower to do better. And it's like, you know, it's kind of like the saying, like, and I think this applies for a whole lot more than just mental illness, but, like, mental illness isn't your fault, but it's your responsibility. I think that also applies to, like, a lot more. Well, and, like, mental illness is a weird thing because it's just like behaviors. Like, people have shitty behaviors that aren't described as mental illness, but it's like, just because you don't need a fucking piece of paper saying you're mentally ill for you to just be like, not thinking right, man. Change your worldview. Change the framework, my man, because it's for you, and it sure as fuck isn't working for man, I don't wanna go to work. Yeah, motherfucker.